So to make a bass patch, let's here I have an initialized sound here on my keyboard. Notice I put it in a lower octave so I could enjoy those bass sounds. If you wanted to, you could actually, instead of putting this in a lower octave, you could actually also put this in a lower octave. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually use a square wave. Notice how that has a really big sound. It just fills lots of vertical space. And I'm actually going to add another one up an octave. And I'm going to detune it just the tiniest bit. Alright. I'm going to turn it on. Keep it together there, Russ. Okay, let's try that again. I'm going to turn the level on that down a little bit. Now I have a really tall, fat bass. Let's put on Alright, so now you can actually add a bunch of noise to that too. Some people like to add noise to their bass patches. You can if you want to. I'm not going to in this case. What I actually want to do is I want to create an attack that's like a little bit. It's got a little boom, and it's going to decay like a plucked bass string might. So I'm going to give it a little tiny bit of attack, just a little bit, 10 milliseconds, and then I'm going to have a long decay to a very low level. Okay, and then I'm going to give it a tiny little bit of release here. Basses are usually monophonic. And last but not least, I'm going to give it some filter envelope. So I'm going to just a little bit of attack on that filter, and let's do that much. So this could be a bass sound that would be just fine. I might actually even want to just alter it now that I have that. I might even put it down an octave. Let's see how that sounds down an octave. Love it. Let's not do that exactly. Let's add the third oscillator and put it down in that lower octave there. I'm going to put it in a triangle wave maybe. Alright, that's going to give a real low rumble to it. I think if I put this in a square wave, it might be a little too much, but actually I love that sound too, just in a different kind of way. So, and then as always, I kind of don't like this filter sustaining too much, so. Okay. So, let's go ahead and save this, and we'll call it bass. And I'll put my initials in there just so it's easy to find. And so what you can do now is you'll have your patches. So in this lesson I've made 3 patches, and you can see them all right here. I've made this lead and a pad and a bass sound. So creating patches can be really interesting, really fun to experiment, but it can help to have some place to start. So these are just some ideas, and I hope they help.